Welcome to Soul Television News. My name is Lavis Onyebuchi. Let's begin with the headlines. Governor Wifre calls on Christians to show compassion to one another, as exemplified by Christ in Easter celebration. Ebonyi State Governor expresses confidence in Senator Umahi to deliver on his mandate. Christian Association of Nigeria urges Nigerians to show resilience in the face of the adversities in the country. Pope Francis greets Catholic faithful in Easter despite his frail health. The news in details. The Executive Governor of Ebonyi State, Chief Francis Wifre, has called on Christians to treat one another with compassion as exemplified by Jesus Christ during Easter celebrations. Governor Wifre made the call in his Easter message endorsed by his Chief Press Secretary, Dr. Monday Uzo. The governor observed that Jesus Christ, in a bid to serve mankind, made sacrifices, urging Christians to commit themselves to love God and shun sinful lifestyles. He passionately appealed to the public-spirited individuals to use this period of Easter to extend helping hands to the less privileged around them. The governor also urged Nigerians to use the period to offer prayers to God for peace and progress of the nation. He assured that his administration will continue to initiate and implement policies and projects that will impact positively on the lives of the people while directing security agencies to intensify efforts to ensure a hitch-free celebration. According to the governor, as a state, Ebonyi has its challenges, but together with faith and unity, the state shall continue to rise and progress towards the fulfillment of the social contract, evidenced in the execution of the People's Charter of Needs agenda.
Governor Wifre made the call in his Easter message endorsed by his Chief Press Secretary,
David Umahi, as Minister of Works, describing him as an uncommon achiever. Governor Wifre stated this at the Grand Civic Reception organized by Okbosoku community in Ohozura local government area in honor of Senator David Umahi, Minister of Works, held at Government Secondary School, Okbosi. Government House correspondent Sunday Odum has the details.
Governor Wifre, while congratulating Senator Umahi on the honor done him, commended him for making Ebonyi State proud as a minister, describing him as an uncommon achiever, and assured him of the state government's support to achieve success. He called for continued support and solidarity to President Bola Tinubu's second-term bid, expressing sincere hope that President Tinubu's second tenure will do more for the Igbos.
We know him for being resilient, and we know him for being dedicated to his job. We have a great confidence when Mr. President appointed him to be the Minister of Works. We have never been disturbed of what he's going to do there. We resolved on our own as the people of Ebonyi State that David Umahi is going to deliver. President gave us the best, the biggest ministry in this great nation, Nigeria. So we should be very grateful to him.
The honoree and Minister of Works, Senator David Umahi, while thanking the people of Okbosoku for the honor done him, commended President Bola Tinubu for his quality leadership, describing him as a detribalized leader who is rewriting the wrong meted on Ndi Igbo, and urged all Igbos to continue to support his administration and his second-term bid for more dividends of democracy in Southeast Zone. Senator Umahi, while re-endorsing Governor Wifre for a second term in office, assured that all projects of President Tinubu in Southeast Zone would be completed and on time, noting that the honor would spur him to do more for Okbosoku people.
President, a man that has trusted us and given Southeast what we never had before. You are wiping away tears from the faces of Igbo. Thank you.
The chairman of the occasion, Senator Pius Anyin, described Senator Umahi as a visionary and transformational leader who transformed Ebonyi State during his time as governor and has transformed road infrastructure across the nation just in less than 2 years as Minister of Works. The chairman, Southern Governors Forum and Governor of Ogun State, Prince Dakpo Abiodun, that of Enugu State, Chief Peter Mba, and a former governor of Ebonyi State, Chief Martin Elichi, said Senator Umahi has left an indelible mark in the sands of time through his uncommon infrastructural achievement across the nation and service to humanity, irrespective of party affiliation and social status, describing him as the best Minister of Works Nigeria has ever had, whose life is full of dedication to service and impact.
During his service in Ebonyi State, he was remarkable for his visionary and transformational approach to development and governance.
Engineer Ebonyi can be best described as an uncommon and transformative leader. I call him Minister General.
His knack for excellence is infectious.
The Senior Special Assistant to President Tinubu on Community Engagement, Southeast Zone, Mrs. Chioma Nwezi, and the President General, Okposioku Development Union, Chief John Usi, lauded Senator Umahi's philanthropic gesture, especially the appointment of many sons and daughters of Okposioku community into positions of trust and many developmental projects scattered across the community. Hence, the grand civic reception in his honor, and prayed God to continue to lift him higher.
All those in favor for Right Honorable Francis Ogbonna Nwifuru and His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu to stay for 8 years, say yes.
The grand reception we are witnessing today is our widow's night to thank and honor His Excellency Engineer David Nweze Umahi for his life doses of love, goodwill, and unprecedented infrastructure development projects he had invested in our community.
The celebrant, Senator Umahi, was later given the chieftaincy title of Ezinwanne One of Okposioku by the traditional ruler of Okposioku community, Eze Onyebachukwu. I am Sunday Odom.
The state president of artisans in Ebonyi State, Mr. John Ebonyi, has assured that the construction of the Section 1 of 118.85 kilometer Calabar Ebonyi Benue Kogi Nasarawa Abuja Super Highway project expected to provide faster access to markets for farmers across the region. Mr. Ebonyi made the assertion while speaking to Soul TV reporter Charles Ole on the importance of the super highway project in Abakaliki. The report.
Speaking, the president of artisans in the state, Mr. John Ebonyi, said the superhighway would facilitate the movement of goods and farm produce from one region to another to boosting trade, transportation, and economic activities in the region. According to Mr. Ebonyi, the highway is expected to strengthen ties between regional states along the routes, enhance development, and promote economic cooperation.
If those things are being done in Ebonyi State, you see there will be an improvement. The industry will be established more to attract more industry in Ebonyi State. We're not only based in rice production. We have a lot of things we are doing here. It will also improve more industry, attract foreign investors, and we will be transporting our product in bulk down to different states.
He assured the people that the superhighway, when completed, would generate employment opportunities, attract investment, and revitalize the rural economy. Charles Ole Jr. for Soul TV News.
Moving on, the executive chairman of Ebonyi local government area, Chief Chinedu Buru, has applauded the efforts and commitment of Governor Francis Nwifuru in ensuring that the Ebonyi State House of Assembly approved a referendum for the creation of 12 additional local government councils in the state. Prince Uburu made the commendation while speaking to Soul TV reporter Charles Ole in his Algon office, Abakaliki.
The Agon chairman, Prince Chinedu Uburu, said that the significant importance of 12 additional local government areas, when created, would bring government closer to the people, which will contribute to a stable economic growth and functional society. According to him, it will help to provide employment opportunities and ensure effective service delivery to the people at the grassroots.
It's a very good idea and a welcome development, because if at the end of the day the additional local government is being created here in Ebonyi, one is that it's going to ameliorate the poverty and the sufferings of our people in the grassroots. And secondly, it's going to give more job opportunities to our youth, Then it's going to boost the economic activities of Ebonyi State. because today we have 13 local governments in Ebonyi State. If additional 12 local governments, as you mentioned, is to be created, which I know as you speak is before the National Assembly.
He maintained that the creation of more local government councils would address the issue of over-concentration of interest with population density and enhance development at the grassroots. Charles Bolejino for Salt TV News.
Let's take a break, and after this break, the news continue. Welcome back to the news. The Christian Association of Nigeria has urged Nigerians not to lose heart amid the challenges many faces, reminding them that the message of Easter is one of hope, resilience, and victory over adversity. The report.
The camp president, Archbishop Daniel Oko, in his Easter message acknowledged the daily struggles of many Christians across the country, particularly those in regions affected by persecution and insecurity. He said the resurrection of Jesus Christ should inspire Nigerians to rise above trials and unwavering faith and unity. We remain mindful of the many challenges faced by our brothers and sisters in Christ, especially in regions where they endure persecution for their beliefs, he said. It reminds us just as Christ rose from the dead, we too can rise above trials through faith, resilience, and unity. Oko described Easter as a symbol of God's triumph over suffering and death, affirming that light will always triumph over darkness and love will conquer fear. He further encouraged Christians to use the season as a time for deep reflection and collective healing, stressing the importance of unity, charity, and peaceful coexistence.
To Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun, the former governor and senator representing Ogun State, Otumba Gbenga, and the senator representing Ogun West, Solomon Adeola, in separate statements on Sunday rejoiced with Christians in the state and Nigeria as a whole on the occasion of this year's Easter celebration. The report. We'll bring you that report in our subsequent bulletin. The Pope Francis appeared in front of thousands of Catholic faithful at St. Peter's Square for Easter, despite the Pontiff's frail health that has kept him from the most Holy Week event. A happy Easter, said the Argentine Pontiff in a weak voice from his wheelchair at the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, to the delight of tens of thousands of faithful and others in the flower-filled square.
The Pope traditionally delivers his benediction from the balcony that overlooks St. Peter's Square, but he gave that task to a collaborator. His address read out condemned worrisome and anti-Semitism and the deplorable situation in Gaza. Given his delicate health following treatment for pneumonia, it had not been certain whether the leader of the Catholics would be present or if so, in what capacity. In the end, the Pope made his appearance. Just beforehand, he had a brief private meeting with U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance, who was visiting Rome with his family. Their meeting came months after a spat between Francis and administrations of U.S. President Donald Trump over its anti-migrant policies.
Still on the foreign scene, the Israeli military has said an operation of misunderstanding and a breach of orders led to the killing of 15 emergency workers in Gaza last month. We'll bring you the report.
An inquiry into the incident by the Israeli Defense Force found a series of failings. The deputy commander of the unit involved has been dismissed for providing an incomplete and inaccurate report during the brief. 14 emergency workers and a UN worker were killed on 23rd March after a convoy of Palestinian Red Crescent Society ambulances, a UN car, and a fire truck came under fire by the Israeli military. In a statement, the Israeli Defense Forces said its troops opened fire believing they were facing a threat from enemy forces. The Israeli Defense Forces said its investigation found that 6 of the casualties were Hamas members and rejected that there had been summary executions. The report said the incident took place in what it called a hostile and dangerous combat zone, and that the commander on the ground perceived an immediate and tangible threat after vehicles approached rapidly.
Let's bring you the recap of the major stories. Governor with record on Christians to show compassion to one another exemplified by Christ and Easter celebration. Ebonyi State Governor expressed confidence in Senator Umahi to deliver on his mandate. Christian Association of Nigeria urged Nigerians to show resilience in the face of adversities in the country. And on the foreign scene, Pope Francis greeted Catholic faithful in Easter despite the pontiff's free health. Many thanks for your time. My name is Lovis Onyebuchi.